Well, okay, so we got the fallout here of Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons. I want to get this a little bit because this is kind of important, and this is going to be the clip that everybody should probably focus on. Let's go to the tape. This is where Jerry Jones says that Micah Parsons' agent told him to shove it up his
protected and running around. So I got to ascertain from what you said to me prior to earlier that this thing also counts into your understanding of this contract negotiation.
Okay, Mike, I'd like to turn the table on you a little bit and say,
What's that?
which is the most the most important increment? The top-rated quarterback,
No doubt.
or the top-rated pass rusher?
Yeah, no doubt. Top-rated quarterback. No doubt.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what Dak had going for him because he was out of contract, and Micah is a pass rusher, outstanding, outstanding. We need him to win,
Yeah.
and we should have him to win. We can have him 3 years, like it is right now. We can have him 3 years without having this agreement. He should though, in my mind, because he'd be the highest guaranteed player ever on defense. Was what he's been offered.
And okay, and I'll let it go at that. I'll let it go at that. I'll drop this one thing on you because this is.
When we wanted to send the details to the agent told us to stick it up our ass.
Oh, wait. Now, see,
okay, you heard that, right?
Wait. What do you mean? So wait.
Well,
What do you mean? Because people are going to ask.
Mike and I talked. Mike and I talked, and then we were going to send it over to the agent. And we had our agreements on term, amount, guarantees, everything. We were going to send it over to the agent. And the agent said, don't bother because we've got all that to negotiate. Well, I'd already negotiated. I'd already moved off my mark on several areas. And so the issue, very frankly, is we've had the negotiation in my mind. And the agent's trying to get his nose in it right now and try to come in there and improve off the mark that we'd already said. It's the mama daddy deal. You go into mama deal. And she won't do it. And she's the boss, so much. She won't do it. So you run into daddy, daddy says do it. And then you go back in and say, mama, daddy said it was all right. It's the old mama daddy deal. We've all been there and done that. Well, we've got this deal resolved in my mind for the Dallas Cowboys. And we've got it done. And if the agent wants to finish up the detail, which is should, and do all the paperwork, and he can do that. And we're ready to go. But as far as the amount of money, the years, the guarantees, all of that, we've negotiated that.
Jared, people are going to say, how could you have negotiated that with Micah? And I know they'll take our conversation about negotiation and say, just because it worked with Michael Irvin don't mean it works with Micah Parsons. Mm-hmm. So what are you going to say to that when they say, well, why not deal with the agent? Why if he said, well, you said he said, stick it up your ass, but why not still send that over? And we start working off that contract, regardless. He'll take it, he'll redline what he has to redline and put in what he has to put in, and he sends it back. Why? At least have a conversation going, even though it's not mouth to mouth, it's on paper. But why not? Why wouldn't he take it? Why not send something back? And how would you respond if he did take it and chopped it all up and sent something back?
Yeah, Micah. I mean, not Micah, Michael. And please forgive me for, since the subject is Micah, okay? I have agreed to give more money than has ever been given in terms of guaranteed money than anyone ever has as far as a defensive player. I've done that. Now, I am the cat that writes the check, okay? Now, Micah's got 3 years with the Cowboys left. He's got 3 years. At some point, somebody has to have the say over the other. At some point, it has to be that way. My job is managing the check. Okay. Micah's got to do the playing. Where's the least important part of this whole equation we're talking about? What is the least incremental part of the whole equation? The attorney or the agent. Okay. He works for Micah. Okay. He's not the principal here in any way. In any way. They're in here to make their percentage. They're in here to basically, yes, advise Micah. Come over to the office and I'll show you exactly what I offered Micah.
Please go there.
We got it in the back. It's with all written down, everything to go. Come down and look at that.
I'm gonna get over there and see that.
Yeah, you can sure look at it. You can sure absolutely look at it. Here is my entire point. My point. Who is it that basically says this is ultimately recognizing we're trying to come together for an agreement, but absolutely, who is it that can go with it? And so the facts are, I don't know that I've ever been around. I've never tried to buy anything. I've never tried to do anything that I actually was going to bring all of the services and somebody else was going to do all the money. But because the in-between guy wasn't exactly the guy that I had fit there, that kept you from doing the deal.
Right.
That's exactly what's happening here. So many times in this industry, you have a different agenda going on with agents. A different agenda. They're playing a game. You tell me. Are agents incentivized to not only get the most for that player, but they're trying to get what? They're trying to get other players because they got a high agenda for that player.
Right.
That's their incentive. Okay. Attorneys, exactly the very same way. And as you know, I do a lot of business. I do a lot of business straight with the principals, not with the attorneys. I do my time when the deal gets done face to face with the principal, not with the attorneys.
Wow.
Right.
Not with the agents. So I'm just saying that nobody appreciates Micah Parsons any more than the Cowboys or me. Nobody. Nobody has ever offered him more money than I have to play football.
All right. So here's okay. So Jerry Jones, this whole thing is this. Well, Micah Parsons is the person I'm going to have to deal with. You know, where's the agent? You know, when you go out and you buy a car, right? You end up going to the dealership. You go look on the lot and stuff. They come on. The salesman comes out and he says, "Hey, how you doing, man? What you doing? And what you looking for and everything else. And let me go get the keys. We'll take you for a test drive and stuff, right? We can take you for the test drive. You got the car, which would be Micah Parsons. You got the salesman, which would be the agent. And you, of course, are Jerry Jones. So you're going through, no matter what, whether it's a hoopty or whether it's a Lamborghini. You go through, you make that deal with the salesman, right? You go, you got your car, and you leave. The car has some problems. Do you go back to the salesman? I don't think you deal with the salesman. You deal with the manufacturer or the service department or somebody who can fix the problem, not the salesman. So this whole thing of, well, we're making a deal with Micah because he's the one we got to deal with all the time. Okay, that sounds great as an argument. But you also said you've been in business forever. I guarantee you that you got attorneys that go over when somebody is you're trying to buy something from somebody else, that you're not going to just go ahead and say, yeah, we're just going to take it like that, because you can throw anything in. And the key on here where Jerry is full of crap is the fact that he says it's the highest guaranteed. Well, you could say that Tyron Smith's deal was definitely probably the highest guaranteed at the time, but it was a 9-year deal. You could have made this, 6 years, $30 million a year, right? $180 million deal and say, we'll guarantee 120 of it. Is that a good deal in today's market? I don't think so. So we'll keep watching this and listening. But, yeah, this is some bull jiggity. All righty, people. Appreciate you. Peace.